Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. Just letting you know on my other channel, Larry Graves Canadian Studmuffin, I just posted what I usually post on this channel. It's a series where I have two stacks of 12 albums, and you, the viewer, picks which of the two stacks you would pick. But anyway, in this video, I wanted to talk about a band that I really, I have talked about them, but not enough. So I love early Talking Heads, and we'll get into the later Talking Heads in a minute. I remember buying this in 1977, I think on the week that it was released, having no idea. I just read about the band, and you never know until, because back in 1977, believe it or not, there was no internet. I know. So, sometimes you took a chance buying an album. And so when I bought this, I loved it right away. And this is this one includes a DVD, audio, and a couple of videos. So I became a fan of Talking Heads. And then in 1978, they released their second album, More Songs About Buildings and Food, which I also loved right away. So I was a fan of Talking Heads. And then their third album came out. I don't really remember what my reaction was the first time I played this, but at least soon after, I became a huge fan of Fear of Music, which is still, of all of the Talking Heads albums that I know, this is my favorite. And one of my all-time favorite albums, actually. And I hadn't, as some of you know, I got rid of some of my CDs because I was just overwhelmed with CDs. And this gives me a chance to kind of go back and listen to albums like this one, which I just haven't played enough in recent years. And I played all three of their first, their first albums recently, and they're just so good. And one thing, I think sometimes we, I think sometimes we care too much about remastered, right? Like me, I've always been wanting to get a remaster of this because this one is one of my oldest CDs. It's from probably the late 80s. And but when I play this, it sounds great. Maybe a remaster does sound better, but very happy with the sound quality of the original CD. And the other one I have is a live album. The name of this band is Talking Heads Live. 2 CD set. There's an early photo of them. And there's the track listing. They were so good live. And so, for whatever reason, well, even Remain in Light, I did have that on CD at one point, but I only loved like half of the songs. So I ended up selling it, which I kind of regret now because, there are some albums, even really, really old albums like the band Music from Big Pink, which I finally connected with. And so maybe I just needed to give it more listens. But I never bought it, back in 1980 when it was released. I don't know why, but I just never bought it on vinyl. And then I never bought Speaking in Tongues or Little Creatures. or True Stories, or Naked. So I'd be very interested for the Talking Heads fans out there, what you think of all five of, well, what you think of all of the albums. What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? And I do know some of the songs on some of these albums, like Burning Down the House and She Was. I love those songs. So I'm sure I would at least really like the albums. But like I said, I don't know what it was, but I just stopped buying them. And so at some point I would like to have the whole Talking Heads discography because they were, like I said, such a great band. And it's kind of sad that they really don't all get along for, the egos and everything and whatever, but just a great band. And of course, I have seen, the great movie Stop Making Sense, one of the greatest concert movies ever. I do want to get the new updated, Blu-ray. That would be nice to get at some point. But anyway, yeah, I'm a Talking Heads fan, and I don't talk enough about them. So I'd love your thoughts on them in the comment section below.